Hey y'all, this is Homeroom with Smooth. I am Smooth. I got with me Shar and Talia. How are y'all doing?
What's up? What's up?
It's been a minute, man. Like,
Glad
Yeah,
it's
yes,
been a
I
while.
know.
mm-hmm.
It's
Been
been
a
a
cool minute. I'm like, yo, oh. I'm like, finally got y'all back, man.
it's glad
I'm back.
good
I'm
to be back.
back. Yes, it is. It is.
Happy to
Yeah,
be back.
that's good. That's good. So, to get into the topic for today, what is a red flag for y'all? What
Um,
It was
constitutes a red flag?
Someone that doesn't have any friends. Like, you ever start talking like not even in a small type way, but you ever start talking to someone and maybe it has to do with like social media a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe like I don't have any friends, like I'm mean to everybody, da 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 da. Like you're my best friend, which it's true. Your partner should definitely be your best friend, but I think that it shows a lot if they don't have other people around them. They don't have like a support, not even a support system, but just close friends. It doesn't have to be that many, but they should have some people for sure.
Facts. I agree. I agree with that because that it's so odd to me. Like, yo, all I do is like chill with my significant other or whatever. I'm just like, so you like you don't have nobody else. It leads to like toxic situations where you just end up staying because you don't have anybody else. Like, you don't even have perspective to know if what y'all doing is even good because you don't even know what a friend should be because you don't have any.
That's
yeah.
facts.
I agree.
Shar, what's a red flag for you?
Definitely men who do a lot to prove their masculinity. So, you meet them dudes and I don't know, they're just really extreme. Like a man has to do this, a woman has to like they're all about a woman staying in her place and a man doing certain things. That's a turn off for me. And I've noticed that men like that, they they're really insecure and they're trying to like compensate for it in that area. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just it's a huge turn off for me. And they typically end up being like really narcissistic men, and I can't do it. I can't.
Okay. Okay. Tell you
I
what you
guess
think of that.
um I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I think that it it says a lot and it says like a whole lot of nothing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's nothing wrong with wanting to play into traditional roles or gender roles and I guess like certain social constructs if you will, but I think like to a certain extent, I feel like the typical, I guess, machismo man, like they're a little bit too aggressive with it, way too aggressive with it, where it's almost kind of like, that conversation you see on Twitter a lot where it's like, oh, a woman should submit to her man and da, da,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like that's symbiosis. Like that's a relationship that flows together. It should not be
Exactly.
it should not
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like to give to take.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Take.
That's exactly what I was referring to. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then like that, they typically, and it's all a game. It's a game they're playing to see who's gonna fall for this dumbass game they're playing just to make themselves feel better. It's a game. They don't ever believe the stuff they're telling you, but they normally are very stuck in their stance and you can't really that that is the way they're gonna be, and you either gotta get with it or it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
I really have no comment on that one, but I do find those dudes to be hilarious though. I do find them dudes to be hilarious. But
Yeah.
I'm not that's my only comment. Like I find them hilarious. Um for me, a red flag to me is like no, what did I had it earlier. It was like if you can't like plan anything, like
Mm.
anything at all, like you have no type of schedule, no type of structure, that's a red flag
Oh,
for me.
that's a good one.
Like you have none, like because
Mhm.
my thing is like I'm looking at it like, okay, like kids need like okay, I'm in a phase of my life, like, okay, like next relationship, like family, all that other stuff. That's where I'm at in life. If you don't have any structure, that means I would have to give you structure, which is a bit like controlling to me. Like in that aspect, that becomes very me controlling you. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to be healthy. And then the kids ain't going to get no structure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or when I'm not around, they're going to be just running around doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you have no structure in general. So I don't think that's going to be a healthy situation. And then like just trying to like just in a dating aspect, like trying to date you, like I try to make plans and then you're like an hour later, some mess like that.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
I'm like, yo, I had like, well, why didn't this go as planned? I had reservations, they expire.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
So
not
now
cool at
we're
all.
going with plan B. We
we're
Don't
always
play
done.
with my
here.
time.
We
Don't play with my
always go here
time.
because you always late.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that
Playing
poor.
playing with my time is a good way to to find a way out of my life.
No, that's
Mm-mm.
that's facts.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor time management and life management, like, and I
Hmm.
feel like that goes for like red flags and friendships too. Because you ever have friends that like always cancel on you? Maybe
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
like they always cancel on you, and it's not to say that like life happens. I get that, but it's kind of like after a certain point, if every single time we're supposed to hang out and you cancel or it's clear that you don't want to come, I'm just gonna stop asking you to hang out and you
Yeah,
can't get mad.
Because
yeah.
people make time for the things they want to make time for.
Exactly,
Facts,
exactly.
facts, facts,
I,
facts.
I agree. That's a all three of those are really good.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
agree with that. So we going back around again, but we gonna go this way. Well, damn it. This that inverted camera be giving me every time. So Sean, what's another red flag?
What's another red flag?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
What's another
man,
one?
another red flag. Someone who does not have any goals or aspirations in life. Now, I don't need somebody who has life figured out. None of us have life figured out. But you ever meet and I'm sure you can agree, Talia. You meet those men and they're like, oh, one day I'm going to be a DJ. One day I'm going to do this. But you can tell they just talking just to hear themselves talking. They don't have any set plan. This goes back to the planning. They don't have any set plan in place. They're just
Mhm.
saying what sounds good. You don't see them putting in any effort to reach their goals. They just telling you what sounds good. Like I need a person that has stuff laid out and they're like, look, in 2 years, I'm going to be a business owner of this business. And you have to have something together, something I can work with.
Mhm. Right. I feel that. I
Oh,
feel that.
100%. That was actually going to be what I wanted to bring up, because having no life goals or just a lack of motivation, I guess,
Mhm.
like, it's because I like when you get in a relationship, obviously you expect to grow as people.
Mhm.
So if
Okay. Yeah.
don't have a if you don't have a plan for growth or even any concrete type of, you know what I'm saying? Like not even like
Mm-hmm.
no
Uh-huh.
foundation. You out here living like you should live, but like live with purpose, live with something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta live
You
with
gotta be.
direction.
Yes. Yes.
I,
Yes.
I also feel
Whew.
like there's kind of a little bit of a like an age grace on that. Like because I think like because Talia, you're like what 23, 24, right? Yeah, and then me and
It
Sean,
also depends on but which age range do you date? Because
no,
women
no, no,
normally date
like
older.
right, right. So hold on, hold on. So like me and Sean, we're both like we're both in our 30s, right? So you know if I'm talking to a woman that's in her 30s and she's like, yo, I ain't got no type of plan. That's scary. like, that's scary. Like, it's like, yo, you do know you need health insurance. Like, you need to buy some life insurance before it gets too expensive. You need to get you a good policy. You know what I'm saying? Like something like, you know what I'm saying? Then if you got like kid, okay, you ain't started no savings account for the little kid, like little Johnny ain't got nothing. He ain't got no type of college. He can't even get a book. Like you better start stacking them pennies now.
You know what?
Like I'm for real. I'm for real. I be looking at this stuff like, yo, for like you ain't got nothing. Hold on.
But
Wait, one second. Hold on. I'm gonna have to come back and click.
no problem.
Is that a phone?
I went to landline. It's because landline ringing.
The hell? Is this your backup phone?
I'm good.
Oh man, that's so okay. So, side note, I'm in a hotel, right? I'm in a hotel. The Residence Inn. Like, so you know what I'm saying? I got a little kitchenette back there, nice little fridge, whatever. So that was them calling me to tell me my other Amazon stuff that I bought, besides the camera and the light and all the other stuff, is here. And I'm like, yay, that's
Okay.
fantastic. I thought it was going to be a noise complaint. That's what I'm used to. If the hotel calls, I'm getting a noise complaint. I'm gonna have to cut that part out though, and I'm saying that so then I catch it. Oh yeah. So anyway, to continue with the conversation though, I was so Shard, the guy that you mentioned that was talking a lot about like his dreams and things that he wanted to do and all that. I was that guy with this podcast because it been stuck in my head for like 3 years, like, but I wanted to like research and like know what I wanted to do because I didn't have like just going out there and just doing it wouldn't have been like it
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
have been
that
smart.
no.
It wouldn't have been okay. So what I'm talking about is
That's
different.
different. No. What I'm talking about is a dude you meet. He working at McDonald's. He like, yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper one day. But you know, this nigga just talking out the side
Oh,
of his head, and he just
okay.
saying what sounds good because you know everybody he knows that made it out the hood was a rapper. Like you have to have some intention behind what you're doing, and you researching and stuff is obviously saying, look, this is what I'm actually gonna do. You were taking the steps. Yeah, it took you 3 years to start it, but you started it. These be people that you can tell are selling you false dreams and just saying what sounds good.
Oh yeah, I did. Oh, and then to like end my other point, like if you're younger, you're on the younger end, and you ain't got stuff, and you just trying to just live life. That's fine. Like you know what I'm saying. If you're somebody between like 18 to like 26, and you just living, that's cool. At 26, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. You need to start to transition. Like you got to
that's
start to
because
transition.
that's when you get dropped from your parents' insurance and all kinds of other stuff.
Yes, like the real life starts to hit at 26. You need to get that ball rolling in the right direction. So Talia, what's
Yeah,
another red flag though?
Oh shit. Okay.
right.
Um.
She already said two. You want us to do more
No,
than
no,
two
no,
a person?
no. She agreed with yours. She said you took hers.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hmm. Okay. Let's say you're dating someone. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even though like to go back to like the whole like quickly to go back to I guess it would lead into that, but in terms of like goals and you're talking to someone like
Mm-hmm.
like if they don't see you in their future kind of and it's a long-term relationship, I think it's a red flag for me personally, especially because I know like even though I might be young, I'm almost done my bachelor's. I have about like a year left in my bachelor, so I'm going to be finishing that soon. I plan to relocate to a different like part of Canada, and like I'm going to start working right away because I need some experience. And it's like I'm in a relationship currently, but let's say like I was dating and I was, with somebody who didn't see me in their future and didn't actually want to, you know, consider me with them, and like, I'm trying to, like, right now everything that I'm doing, it's not to say that it's gonna go accordingly, because life never does, but just like, I'm planning the steps to my future now. It's like, okay, I want to graduate around this time, I want to relocate, I want to do this. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you're just kind of like, I don't know, I don't know. And like, if I'm like, okay, so, like, what about me and you? Are we going to be together in the future? And you're just kind of like, I don't know. I see myself chilling with my friends, with my boys 5 years from now. That's kind of a red flag to me. That's a big
Yeah.
red flag to me.
Let him
Yeah,
chill with his boys alone.
Like,
that's
you can chill
real.
with your boys, but you can chill with your boys and be with me.
Yeah,
You
Mm-hmm.
that's real.
have a job. Like, yeah,
That's
I,
real.
I definitely think that that's one. And yeah, I really think, yeah, I think,
So another red flag to me is like a consistent lack of transparency. Like, because that makes me feel like you're just always hiding something.
Mhm,
Ooh,
mhm.
Like,
yeah,
it does. It's gonna come off that way. Period. Like, if you can't ever fully elaborate on something, like you can't ever say exactly like who you're with. You know what I'm saying? At the current time, like that just sounds crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when someone's been in part of your life for a while. Like that sounds preposterous. Like, you know, like, and then like to compound onto that, like if you're dating somebody for a while, like, and you ain't never met any other friend, like
Okay, I
any
was about to ask.
like any of their friends, that's bizarre.
What
That's
about the
bizarre.
parents?
The parent thing now, depending on somebody's relationship with their parents, that depends. That depends. So that's not always like an indicator. But if you're not meeting nobody's friends, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a problem.
yeah, yeah.
That's
I
a
agree.
problem. That means you're like you're top secret 007 CIA level of like just tucked off,
Mm-hmm.
and that means like it could mean either, well, I just feel like it means like they really just mess around with somebody else, so they got something like they kind of like they don't want to close the door to all the way yet, and they're not fully
Yeah,
ready to transition with you, but they don't want to let you go out here. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
feel.
yeah.
That's that's real.
That's
Yeah.
very real.
That's too real. I've never been in a situation like that myself, but I had one friend that was dating someone for about 6 months, and he met all her close friends. But from what I remember, at one point she was complaining and she wasn't sure if she was going to stay with him. And she was like, yeah, I never met any of his friends ever. I met his parents actually, but I never met his friends.
Sis, no.
Yeah, see. Yeah, so as a dude, like, okay, that's slick kind of game, like to have a girl meet your parent, like especially if you don't care. If you're a dude that doesn't care, like, oh yeah, I'll bring a girl around to you know what I'm saying, get my mom and dad's opinion real quick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you let you meet the parents. But if you
Yeah,
never like are hanging with the boys, that means he probably got something else going on, right? And he don't trust his boys to like not say something that they shouldn't say,
yeah, yep.
you know,
Hmm.
because because guys, we got a code. Girls, y'all got a code too. But like the guy code is like strong. like like we will take stuff to the grave unless you like nah, like we'll pretty much take stuff to the grave. Like I could see somebody, like I've seen situations where like another dude like felt some type of way and felt vengeful, you know what I'm saying, like his homie smashed his girl or something, like okay,
Mhm.
guy code's off the window, like you broke code already, so we finna just have all out war. um but yeah, man, I like that red flag like Twitter debate was hilarious though. Like, y'all seen the stuff on Twitter and Facebook and all that? The red flag? No, y'all ain't seen none of that.
No.
Like a couple weeks
Oh
ago.
no, the red flag tweets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were
Oh,
real-
you talking about the? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
briefly.
Yeah. Because what is that? Freaking Ari. What was that? Ari. Um. Yeah, her name is just Ari. Big booty that be with Moneybag Yo or whatever. Yeah, like she gonna say like I couldn't be with no guy that plays video games. Like I'm like, huh? I'm like, so you rather be with a drug dealer?
I'm fucking dead.
You better be with a drug dealer and a
Red
scammer or something like that. To you know what I'm saying?
That was her red flag.
Yeah, that was one of her. That was one of her things. Like that she was saying. Like I don't think like a man shouldn't have time to play no video games. I said there's some men that's playing video games making millions of dollars. So yeah, like millions. Never have to leave the couch.
That's
You
true.
know.
As
You
long
know.
as he's not doing that shit for hours. I had one friend that was dating this guy. Yo, this nigga would be like, she would come by his place after work. She finished work. She finished work around 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
His place, and like he'd be sleeping. Like he'd be sleeping. By the time she goes to sleep around 12, he wakes up, and from 12 to like 6 a.m. playing video games. That's a lot.
That is a lot. Like, was he playing for money? Like,
No, he was just playing League of Legends.
oh no. If you're not getting paid or making it some type of revenue stream, and you doing 6 hours, bro, like self-assess.
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 Yeah, it was a lot. I remember telling her, I was like, "Damn, girl, why you still going to Mitzvah's place?"
Right. Like that don't sound fun at all. Like
Stop.
you just get over there, like, are y'all even doing anything? Like if he stayed asleep so he can get up and play games, like you just went over there to just go to sleep with him, like
Basically.
that's that's wild. That's wild.
Basically.
That's wild, man. No.
Never after like 3-4 hours, I'm like, okay, babe, time to get the fuck off. Get the fuck off. Time. Let's go for a walk.
Man, listen.
You know.
Man, go for a walk. Like I'm just thinking like, yo, like y'all legit just sleep buddies. Like y'all not cuddling, y'all not kissing, y'all not doing nothing because he just trying to play the game when he get up.
Yep, the fucking game.
Yeah.
That damn game.
That's wild. That's wild. I like League, but I don't have it. I don't play games on PC though.
I've never played. Honestly, I never played. I tried to play Call of Duty, but I was pretty shit. I was getting like, I was like panicking. There was shit coming. I was actually like screaming. My boyfriend was there. He was like, yo, shoot them. I'm like, yo, fuck. Like, I don't know.
Call of Duty is not like a starter game, like to just get on a side note. Like with playing video games, you have to build up your motor skills to certain games. Like you probably, huh?
That shit comes out of nowhere.
I know, but so what you got to do is you got to play like you got to go from like playing Mario to playing like Donkey. Like you got to get your fine-tuned movements down or whatever. So then you're used to moving already, and then you play like a light third-person shooter. So then you get the concept of shooting and moving down, and you get your spacing and your spatial awareness down, right? Because there's a bunch of stuff coming at you.
Yeah,
in 2 dimensions, but it's kind of in the same vein as Mario and stuff, so you can kind of do that. Then you transition to playing COD, and you'll actually be able to play good. It's like steps to getting somebody there, and it's gonna take time. Like it really is. It's gonna take time. Like the whole process. I said that's like a 3-month process.
Yeah, no, I'm more of a Sims type person. I'll play Sims.
Yeah.
That's at most Club Penguin, shit like that.
Club Penguin, whoa, Club Penguin, yo, bro, you didn't took me like all the way back. Oh my god, Club Penguin been out for so goddamn man.
Yo, they still have it, but I don't think it's called Club Penguin. It's called something else now. I played it one time.
That's kind of weak if it's not Club Penguin no more.
With my friends, I'm like, yo, make an account right now. And we just play it together.
Hey, them Penguins was kicking it though. I'm not even gonna cap. Like the Penguins, they had like hella mini games.
Yeah,
like, you can do so much stuff on Club Penguin.
It's facts. It's so facts.
But yeah. Okay. Everybody, we're gonna do one more red flag, and then we done. One more piece. If you can come over one. So for me, my last red flag is
Ooh, I got mine.
You are too you are too accessible. Like
Ooh, yeah.
you're too accessible. Like, and what I mean by that is
That's
like
that means the person
you
ain't got shit going on.
right, like you're responding to everything on social media all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like matter of fact, I'm gonna say it like this: if you're responding to social media more so than you are like the people that are legitimately like in your phone hitting you up, that's a problem because there should be a level of they should be a level above. I don't know what that was. There should be a level. There should be a level above. You know what I'm saying? The regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like the social media. That's the general public. You know what I mean? Like unless you got something on the side going on with them, then you know what I'm saying. That's why they're a higher priority. But you know what I'm saying? Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's like, or maybe they're like your friend in real life. Whatever it is. But if you're responding to everybody on social media versus like texting people back, calling people back, all that other stuff, like that's a flag to me. But that just means like you don't value the people that you gave your number to. You don't value me, or you know what I'm saying, or like I could tell what my priority level is, so I'm gonna treat you accordingly. And then it's gonna be a problem, and then you're gonna try and tell me about myself, but then I'm gonna pull the card on your ass and tell you about yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I want to add to yours. This is not
Yes.
mine, but I also don't like when people have all the time in the world to respond to your text like right away either. Let me get to what I'm saying. I love a man that communicate. However, I was once dating a man, and this man would respond to my text in 1 second. Every single text he would respond in 1 second. And I'm a
Yes.
busy person. Like, I have a full-time job, I have clients on the side, on top of other things. Sometimes I don't have time to talk, and I would be like, hey, I'm going to go, do some work. I'll get back to you when I can. I will come back to my phone, and it'll be 20 messages. And he's still texting me like I'm there responding. Like, dude, do you not have
Yeah.
anything else outside of your job? You don't do anything else?
Yeah.
Even when he's at the gym, he's sending me texts about his workout and sending me pictures of him working out. He's driving to the gym. He's sending me pictures and talking about the drive to. Like, come on, you gotta have something
Oh,
outside of me.
Mans was
Wow,
down bad.
that's a he's so bad. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's too
Yeah,
much. Like,
I can't
and
take
because
it.
of that, the date was cool, but because of that, I was turned off, and I was like, I can't. I need a man that has something going for himself like me. That way, he doesn't get in his feelings if I go and I'm busy for a couple hours because I got work to do. Like that's extreme.
Man, I really, man, especially like with this and like other things now, like I don't be having time. So like if you
Yeah.
text me, I might not get back to you to the next day, or I'll forget and not get back to you for like a whole week. And once my week is over, I come back and I'm like, oh my bad. Like, I'm so sorry.
No, that's
Yeah.
facts. That's actually
Yeah,
facts.
that's how I am too. That's how I am too. The friends that I respond to right away, that's like my best friend. I'm gonna respond to my parents right away, but everybody else, like, you gotta understand, and if we're dating, yes, I'm gonna make time. Actually, if we're dating and I'm that busy, I prefer us talking on the phone anyway, because you can't really get to know each other texting anyway. But
Yes.
yeah, I just
Call
wanted to add to
me. Call me.
that. That brings me to my red flag. Whew,
Yeah.
no effort. So when I say
No
no
effort is the
effort,
red flag.
I'm about to explain what I mean.
Okay.
So I matched with this guy once on, I think it was Hinge or something. And, we were setting up a date, and he was like, why don't you come by me for the first date? And I was like, why do I have to come to you? And he was like, I want to make sure you're just not, pretty much he was being lazy and didn't want to put any effort into a real date. So he's trying to get me to come to him. That's what I mean by no effort. People who are lazy and think
Like,
this dating thing is just a game, and they don't, the people who complain about, oh, I got to pay this amount of money for dating. Well, then don't date. Like, you shouldn't be dating in. So that's what I mean by no effort.
Or wait, you can get creative and do it for free.
There's a lot of stuff to do for free. There is a
Groupon
lot of
is
stuff to do for free.
dirt. You can get a crazy date on Groupon for dirt.
that's not free though.
But I mean, like, but what I'm saying is, it's like 20
You can
bucks
go. You can
versus
go.
a traditional
You can
dinner. Like,
go to
you
the.
don't have to feed a mother. You don't. You don't have to. You really don't. to go on
That
a
You can
date.
go.
You don't
You
have
can
to
go sit
feed
in
her.
the park and have a conversation. You can go sit in front of the lake, and you can get so creative. Like there's so many creative free things you can
that's
do.
facts.
Fam, you could get it could be tea, okay, tea, you know what I'm saying? Some nice, you know what I'm saying, some nice vibes, you know what I'm saying, and like some jazz thing or whatever. Like you could do like a poetry night or something. Them things is dirt cheap, bro. Like
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff on Groupon, like man, like you could do a take her to a paint and sip, bro. Something like
My thing is if you're that broke to where you're concerned about where you're taking them, you shouldn't be dating anyway. Like stay
That's
I'm gonna
home.
agree. I'm gonna
that's
agree. That is very true.
that's
That's
true.
very true.
Actually,
If
take
you
care.
ain't got the money to date, just don't date.
She said, take care of yourself.
Because I'm tired of, and I know y'all be seeing these debates on social media about, and it's a certain type of man, but these men be on there complaining about how they got to pay for dates and how much a date is too much, blah blah blah. Well, then why are you going out on these dates? Because you still have to, if you want to get to know somebody, you have to put in the effort, and sometimes that effort requires putting in money. If you're going to complain about that process, you shouldn't be going out at all.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell them one thing and tell y'all one thing as well. Like those men are dating women they shouldn't have been dating in the first place. Because if it literally if there's an entry fee on you getting to know that woman, there's a problem. If you could probably, if that woman is really legitimately interested in you, you could figure out a way for y'all to, you know what I'm saying, get together without you blowing up your pockets. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Without
Yeah,
absolutely.
emptying out the wallet. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
again, you could do some stuff for free. Honestly, you could if you were creative and you thought outside of the box enough. But no, you're dating a woman that's not really interested in you. And you know what you see her Instagram or whatever, and you see what types of things she likes or whatever. So you're like, okay, you're perceiving a status of her. You know what I'm saying? And then she's not even interested in you really anyway. So you're like, okay, I got to take her here because if I take her here, then I might impress her enough for her to give me a second date or a second chance, and then I could, you know what I'm saying, work my way from there. You know what I'm saying? But they literally are punching their ticket, you know what I'm saying, by buying that dinner, you know what I'm saying, and trying to buy their way in, basically. But she don't even like you, bro. So Talia, what's your last red flag?
I had a lot of time to think about it. I think it would. I think it would be a yes man or a yes woman. Someone
Mm.
that, like,
Mm,
for me, it kind of like it gives like no backbone. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
mm.
Like, kind of. There was a saying like my Caribbean auntie, like she's Caribbean as fuck. Like, sorry, I don't know if I about this. Like we like I don't know if like I know y'all definitely know fob, but like we call them fresh off the boat. So I always heard them like jokingly as like, oh, like she's fob. She'd always tell me, oh, be a leader, not a follower type thing, you know. And like person that's a yes man or a yes woman, just I don't know. It's like you see them out with their friends or just with There's nothing wrong with having admiration for people, but when it becomes too far and like you just see them doing stupid things and then acting completely different when they're around other people just to impress them, kind of losing sight of their values or just like who you really
Mhm.
thought that they were. It's a big turn off for me. I think that's a really big turn off for me. Maybe also because like I'm a bit younger than you guys, but I see it often just like with guys my age, like
Mhm.
I meet them and then it's like, okay, damn, like, you're pretty chill. Like we seem to get along. We have things in common. But then when I see them get around their friends or people that they really look up to, it's just completely different. Like their friends will be like,
Mhm.
oh, yeah, do this, do that. And like they're running to go do it. And it's kind of like, but I thought
Yeah.
you were grown. I thought
Right, right,
you were grown. Like, what's going on?
right. Right. And man, I feel like that me not being that way, like, because I've always been like different. Like I just always went and did different things. I never hung out with the same group of people all the time. So
Yeah.
it was just like it was perceived more so that I didn't really like. F with the group that much or whatever, when really I'm like, I'm just trying to network, you know what I'm saying? So I have a better, like, you know what I'm saying, better perspective on things. Like I already know what y'all are gonna say. I already know what y'all are gonna do. Like I need to find more, you know what I'm saying, information out. I need to see more. So that's I need to hang out with other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about that. But yeah, you're right though. You're right though. Like
Yeah.
that yes man syndrome is horrible.
Yeah, like it's like the people pleasers type things. It's like, I get it. Nobody wants to make other people feel uncomfortable. Like we all need some balance, but I think like sometimes it just goes a bit too far.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's real.
That is very real. Um, I guess my last red flags is sexual irresponsibility. Like if you're just sexually irresponsible, and I mean that in the sense of like you just okay,
Yes,
like
please explain this.
this gonna sound real judgy. This gonna sound real judgy, but this is for guys and girls. Like, yo, if there's somebody that's always or you're staying pregnant or somebody's always pregnant, that's a red flag. Like dead ass. That should
This
not be
is
your thing.
this is sounding real Jody and Yvette.
Like every no, like for real. You should
That
not be
looks
pregnant all the time. Neither should you always have a girl pregnant, fellas. Like that's wild to me, bro. Like
yeah.
that's wild. Like, like what you mean? You talking about some? Oh, you had babies 4 days apart, bro. What? What you mean 4 days?
Oh my gosh.
Four? Man, listen. And then in that regard, like, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody feels like this. Like, you don't want somebody that's been with everybody. Not everybody.
Yeah.
Not him
That's
too.
true.
Like her too. Wait, hold on.
That's true.
What?
Who haven't they talked to? Who haven't they been with? Like,
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's real. That's so real.
Like, why does everybody know what's going on here? You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody should know. Like, there should be something left to the community to not know. Like if the whole community know, like, okay, it's time to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? And then like I feel like people that reiterate the fact all the time that they're not, oh, I'm not. You really are. Like all I gotta do is just press the button and ask the question. I'm gonna get the feedback. I know enough people. I'm gonna get the feedback. Like I know you out here in the community. Like
Yeah, it's a problem if like you out with your date and everywhere you go they run into somebody they didn't sleep with. That's a problem.
mhm.
That's a problem. That's not
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And I don't judge people for, do you? If you want to be a hoe, that's cool. Do you? I just don't want to date somebody like that.
Like bruh, like you should not have hit every chick in here. Like that's just not okay. Like
Yeah,
every single last one. Like
yeah,
nobody, you didn't like not. I mean, like granted, I mean like even if it's like over the years, like you know what I'm saying, like oh I was with her in high school and then I was with so and so in college and then I caught up with her like you know as an adult just out here like the whole clique, that's crazy to me. Like, and
Like,
then that speaks more volumes of them, like as friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they just let you do that. Like,
that's facts.
Hey, you remember this? Here's a throwback. She smashed the homies.
man, listen, listen,
uh,
listen. I'm gonna say something really wild, and I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it here, and then we're gonna wrap this episode up. Uh, this girl tried to get at me after letting my brother hit, and I was like, no.
Whoa.
Like I know
your
my little brother hit. Like I'm not
your
even
your your blood brother?
my blood brother. Like you know what I'm saying. Like she thought I didn't know. I'm like, I don't care
Whoa.
if it's 5 years down the road. I'm no. The answer is no.
No.
It's just no.
Some people roll like that though, but that's yeah, no.
No, man. Like We don't need like the family, like you know what I'm saying? Like we got family ties now. Like no, I don't
Mm,
ever want to be Eskimo bros with my brother. Like that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there. Uh, so yeah, what's your final thoughts on red flags and how like people can do better?
I think the main goal here. The problem is people see red flags and they ignore them and continue dating the person anyway, and then they lie to themselves and be like, "Oh, it's not a big deal," or we've all done it before at some point in our lives. I mean, it's alright. I'll just maybe they'll be okay, and then later on
Mhm.
you'd be mad as hell that you didn't listen to yourself when you saw the red flag. So as soon as you see red flags that are a deal breaker, don't even continue.
Mhm.
I agree. I
Ty,
agree.
you got anything to add? You got your own advice to give to the peoples?
Um, I feel like that explains it really. Like, don't ignore them. Take that shit seriously and respect your own boundaries.
Yes, yes, yes. See, that's what I was gonna say. Set some boundaries. Set some boundaries. Have your no ready. You know what I'm saying, and stick by your no. You know. Um. Oh
Hmm.
my God. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say a story, but it's too soon to tell that story. I'm gonna have to wait till next year. Next year, I'm gonna tell a
Are
story.
you gonna remember? I would forget by
Yes,
next
I
year.
will. Yes, I will because this bothered me. This is how this topic came up. Actually, this is
Okay.
exactly how I came up with this topic. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure you subscribe, leave a like on this video, and we out.